Welcome back everyone to Lore of the Shadow, where I am here in Mirkwood and I am searching for some message that may tell us whether or not they know about Mazog's capture. But I'm also here to, I believe I'm supposed to deal with some of these Darkwing spies? No, apparently not. Actually, no, yes, defeat Darkwing spies in Marquise. Yes, that is a quest that I have. It's sometimes hard to remember which spies am I going after. But I believe I'm supposed to kill spies. Oh, and there are the scouts I need to kill. Now, I'm taking the road this time because when I was in the expedition version of this, I was constantly going on the road. And I was constantly running into those goblin scouts. And I'm wondering, is it possible that you're more likely to run into them on the road than off of it? Now, I had never thought of that possibility before, because I think in the past I used to go off the road thinking I was more likely to run into them there. But I should take the opposite tact this time. Now, I have to go up that fortress there, because that's where I suspect that I will be... Well, actually, this is going to be turning here. Stay on the road as long as I can. That's going to be my motto here. Maybe they do whatever is the least likely to have them found by pine leaf. That's most likely their strategy. At least that's what it feels like sometimes. There you go. Up and away. And... well, we really don't need to kill all these boars. I don't have any boar killing quests. Hey. Now, just for completeness, I am going to check this chest, even though it's not in this chest. But it's near the flag, so I have to go there anyway. You search the copper and find nothing that mentions Mazog. Right. That's expected. But the real reason I'm here is because this is where we have the stones. I claim this rock with a maladream. There we go. Now, let's head to the bridges and cross the river, because that's where we are going to find the proper box. Now, did anyone bother to actually repair the bridge? That's the big question, because if I remember correctly, the bridges were taken down before. Apparently they didn't do a very good job at repairing the bridge, but it's been repaired. Now the question is, who repaired it and why? I mean, that could be important, because as far as I know, the orcs took it down. I mean, I guess the Maladream might have, but there were busy trying to get other things done that they didn't have time to do a proper job of it. I guess that's always a possibility. Or it could be that the orcs repaired, thinking that, oh, we took down the bridge that we could use in order to attack them. Maybe we better put it back up now that, well, everything's all done with anyway. So now we just need a means to counterattack. Oops. Now, where's the camp? Is that the camp over there? Yeah, that looks like a camp out in the distance. It doesn't help that they changed the layout of this camp a few years back, and it's sometimes hard for me to remember, okay, what did they do since then? What was the old layout like versus what the new layout was like? On the old layout, it was more of a fortification. And here it's just a camp. Or it was practically a fortress, because you had to go back and forth, with archers on the walls and the like on that stuff. It looks like they did some planning and forethought in building that place. Rather scary for the players to go through as a result. Maybe that's why they changed it. Oopsie daisy. But somewhere around here, oh, another archer. Somewhere around here there is a box. Okay, that's camp number 1. Oh, there are a few more tents back here. Hold on. Somebody's attacking me. I will assume it's this archer here. Okay, good. You can go after them. Completed orc and uruk. Already completed orc and uruk. How many? I really actually completed 100. I guess it must have included the ones I killed during the expedition. I didn't realize I've already killed that many of them. And we're just getting started. Oops. Well, the fact that they're constantly attacking me is probably one of the reasons why I'm killing so many of them. See, if you stop trying to kill me, then I'll stop trying to kill you. Come on. Hit somebody that's next to me, please! Really? I feel like I had the entire army attack me at once. Alright, who's next? You. Okay, there's the box. Surprised there are any orcs left in Mirkwood after that. Inside is a letter you find addressed to Mazog. It's addressed to Mazog. Well. Oh. Well, maybe I should do a better job of sneaking around. Let's see. I still need to kill 3 more of those Kriban and find those goblin scouts that I was constantly running into. It really should give you that quest. In the expedition and allow it to carry over. Because I'm constantly running into those guys during the expedition, and I just can never find one in this area. I mean, why in the world give us a quest when it's impossible to okay, it's not impossible to complete because I have completed it, but I feel like I can't turn my head twice without running into one when I am in the expedition area. Now, let's get back to camp. Assuming I don't run into every single orc again. And what happened as soon as I got out of camp and said, "Oh, I'm out of the camp now. I can relax for a moment. No one is around." That's when I finally found one of those stupid goblins. Or one of those stupid goblins found me. Oh well. That's 1 down, 2 more to go. And how do I get back? Up this way? I have planted the banner.
What can I do for you?
Welcome back. You've planted the banner then? Very well. Once the threat of siege is lessened, Lord Celeborn will muster a greater force to join us. Alright. There we go. Now, we have someone up there I need to report to, and that is... Oh yes, I guess all of those spies, those Kriban I killed, Very good. It will be long ere the eyes of Dol Guldur will be fixed upon us. Perhaps by then the rest of our forces will have joined us. I just said by then they'll be looking outside of their gates and seeing us. And then, I guess, to report on Mazog. But speaking of which, what does the letter say? Hail Mazog, Lord of the Pit, and ruler of the caves! The bearer of this communication has been proven in battle, his strength measured amongst the very highest of my warriors. I gift him to your service in token of the friendship of the orcs of Mirkwood. I here affix the mark of Malfulug. May we meet in battle beneath the yellow eaves some day soon, and share a cup of stories of death and glory. Well, that orc certainly doesn't think that Mazog's a prisoner. Of course, what everyone else thinks is a completely different matter. Here's the report.
Let me see what you have found.
Ah, you found a report addressed to Mazog in the coffer of an orc leader at Asher's Malfulug? Yes. Well, fortune's with us then, my adventurous lore master. These orcs do not yet know that we've captured Mazog and brought him into Mirkwood. They think that he resides still in Moria, which is rather strange considering what was happening in Moria, and the errand of the Hidden Guard then remains secret. A problem arose, though, while you were away. Luth Greyhammer, a dwarf of Browen's company, has become increasingly agitated about the plans of the Golden Host. Speak with him here in Echatsirion, if you would, and assure him that we are doing all that we may to make this journey a safe one. His family has many grievances with the orcs, but I fear that the Greyhammers may do us ill if they do not keep their heads about them. Well, I'll see what I can do. Here he is.
At last, someone who will listen to me.
I might have known that it would be you that'll listen to me. You have held in great esteem my lords Bori and Broger, and have proven yourself a friend of the Iron Garrison. You will be a friend, too, of the Greyhammers. These elves do not have the experience with orcs as we Greyhammers do. Oh, they seem understanding enough when I recount the many grievances my family has suffered at the hands of Mazog and his forebearers, but I can tell that they think that I exaggerate. Do I exaggerate the wounding of my grandfather Thormar ad Azanubizar, who walked with a limp ever after? Or the curse levied against my father Tindri by Bolg himself, that he never again find valuable ore in the deeps? I just want these elves to acknowledge how dangerous Mazog is, even in captivity, and to post a Greyhammer sentry wherever he is being kept. You go back and tell Alfrimbus that. My family deserves the honor after all the hurts that Mazog and his kin have wrought on me. Right. Well, if they're going to accept a Greyhammer sentry, it'll be at best a supplementary to whichever ones they were planning.
Mazog will account for all slights in time, both real and imagined.
Ooh, she's a skeptic. I see. I admire the determination of the Greyhammers, and I'm sure that Luth and the rest of the family will be a great help to the Golden Host. But I hope that he will spend more time with his duties and less time explaining the various grievances he bears against the orcs. We have all suffered at their hands, and Luth no more than the rest of us. Achardor might say that he suffered less than some. Mazog will account for all slights in time, both real and imagined. Radir spoke with me while you sought the dwarf. It is time to bring Mazog deeper into Mirkwood. Now,
Radir has planned a course through Mirkwood that avoids some of its overt dangers.
But this first leg may be treacherous. The path that he has chosen winds through the fetid marshland of the Drownhold. He names it Rod Kined and tells me that it should be free of orcs. But Rodir spoke of other hazards, the like of which we may not expect. Spongy earth that clings to the foot, thickets of briars that will catch clothing and army and break your concentration, great pools of stagnant water that can slow your progress to a crawl. You and other members of the Hidden Guard will need to be cautious in these pleasures. Few travel through the Drownhold unless they have a very good reason to do so. Keeping beneath the enemy's notice until Mazog is at the doorstep is one such reason. Speak with me again and I will show you the rest of the company. I will... Give me a moment. I have to make sure I don't have any other duties here first. I was sure that there were other quests in this area. Now, are they not unlocked until you manage to actually kill those 3 goblins? Ones that I only ever seem to find when I randomly stumble into one? Well, let me see. I believe that there are some quests on top of the hill, but what they are and what leads me to them, I can't recall. Of course, I've skipped them so often that it's probably no wonder. Oh, I found the 3rd scout, or I should say the 3rd scout found me. Okay, well then, let's go and bring back the report. Here are the tokens.
What do you need?
These tokens bespeak of several encampments, Pine Lore. I will send scouts out immediately to find them. Remain here, though. I may not yet... Oh, I yet may have another task for you. Yeah? And what is this other task?
Stay a moment.
Yes, while you were gone, one of our scouts discovered the location of an orc encampment to the south and another to the north. However, these tokens that you brought me belong to 4 different tribes or companies. I fear that there are other camps that we may not yet have found. While I send more patrols out to find the other encampments, you should travel to Echad Glamadud near the orc camps and speak with Glamadud, the chief scout there. He will give you further instructions. You should also speak with Almadir here in Echad. He was involved in the initial attack against Duber's Starcht, and he may know more about the remnant of the orcs there. We must not be caught unaware between enemy forces. Well, I guess you got it. Let's take care of the one here first, of course, since that is the nearer. Hello?
What do you need?
Greetings! Yes, Falagon is correct. I will most certainly use your assistance. And what do you need?
Mind my words, traveler.
Falagon, it was right to send you to me. The orcs at Dolgodor are mustering at the Merkeaves were well nigh destroyed, but a few survived and had holed up in the ruins to their encampments, attempting to regroup against us. One such encampment is Durberstarscht, which lies just to the north of Echad Sirion. While the encampment was severely damaged in the first assault, it may still only be entered through 2 gateways. Go north and find the gateways into Durberstarscht and determine which one is the least heavily guarded. It is upon that gate that we shall lean our assault. Alright, fine. Let's see, 'cause I took the back gate when I was doing my other assault. So, I guess... But I believe the nearer gate is the one he's asking me to check now. Well, actually, he's asking me to check both of them, but that's beside the point. So, here we are. Oh. Well, there's a warg here. This gate is heavily guarded. Oh, let's see. By a large number of level 65 elites? Yeah. Now the question is, do they have enough guards to guard both gates? Well, that seems unlikely, considering this gate is only lightly guarded. Yeah, alright. Now, oh, for once I actually see one of those spies before they attack me. What a concept. Unless they're preparing a trap, it looks like the front gate is the more heavily guarded one.
What can I do for you?
You met resistance at both gates? Yes?
Will you lend me your ear?
It appears that we may take advantage of the weaker defenses on the eastern gate at Narbergstage. It is time to test their strength. Enter Narbergstage by the eastern gate and engage the enemy. Test their mettle, then return to me. We may learn something about the encampment which may aid us. Alright, fine. And I need to defeat 15 servants of the enemy? Whew. Well, how's that gonna go? I have to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.